Woodcutting and Fletching are the latest new skills to be increased in their max level to 110 with today's update. The skills have been tweaked and modified to better match the level progression, similar to mining and smithing. New hatchets have been introduced, as well as new log types and new weapons that you can make through the Fletching skill. You can venture into the new magical grove near Eagle's Peak to chop the new eternal magic trees, enhanced with new mechanics like tree timers and lumberjack intuition. You can also collect enchanted bird nest and new woodcutting consumables to boost your performance. The eternal magic logs can craft new short bows, crossbows, and the pinnacle of fletching expertise, the level 100 masterwork bow created through advanced multi-skill processes. And as I said earlier, to top it off, you can equip yourself with the new cutting edge, level 90 and 100 augmentable hatchets for ultimate tree felling efficiency. This includes the introduction of the base metal variants you can make from smithing up till primal, although not augmentable, still provide a decent woodcutting chop rate. Now with this update, woodcutting and fletching has seen a bunch of patches as well, so we're going to go into that and see what's been changed there. Hatchets can now be removed from the tool belt and replaced with a bronze hatchet, mimicking the tool belt functionality for pickaxes. Orichalcum, Necronium, Bane, and Elder Rune hatchets can now be smithed. The pickaxe of Earth and Song is now smithed at a dragon forge in the ancient cavern instead of any anvil. Coincidentally, the Song of Earth and Pickaxes achievement now has Relight My Fire, Rekindle the Dragon Forge as a prerequisite. Damage from Elder God arrows is now capped at level 100 rather than 95, so that the level 100 bows fully benefit. Corrected Runite Crossbow U to Runite Crossbow Unstrung. Added Fletch option to Crossbow String. Added in Demonheim to the Wilderness Skill Guide entries for Demonheim hatchets to differentiate them from the smithable Primal hatchet. Hatchets are now listed under Miscellaneous alongside pickaxes and mattocks in the smithing interface. The crafting area in Berthorpe has had a modest makeover, and one of the looms has been replaced with a fletching station. Environment lighting at the Memorial to Guthix is less painfully bright. 4 teak trees have been added to Musa Point, so the level 30 trees can be chopped in free-to-play. 3 maple trees have been added to the south of Varrock, so level 40 trees can be chopped in free-to-play. And 3 Acadia logs have been added near Het's Oasis, so level 50 trees can be chopped in free-to-play. Teak and Acadia logs are no longer listed as members only in the woodcutting skill guide. Acadia logs and teak, maple, and Acadia wood boxes are now free-to-play objects. Teak and Acadia trees can now be chopped on free-to-play worlds. The I'm a Lumberjack and I'm OK achievement can now be completed in free-to-play. Remove Jungle Potion quest requirement from the I'm a Lumberjack and I'm OK and I Sleep All Night and I Work All Day, since there are more resources of teak and mahogany than Taipuanai. Corrected the woodcutting requirement of Weeping Willow from level 30, woodcutting to 20. Corrected the woodcutting requirement of I Sleep All Night and I Work All Day from 50 woodcutting to 60. Corrected the woodcutting requirement for CU at 5 from 60 woodcutting to 70. Corrected the woodcutting requirement for a borehole and Sing Along a Saren verse 3 from 75 woodcutting to 80. Corrected the dungeoneering requirement of a borehole from 60 woodcutting to 65. Added woodcutting site map icons to mahogany trees south of Karn's Isle and in the Khazari jungle. Reordered the Nature Sentinel teleports to reflect the re-tiering of trees introduced with Woodcutter's Grove. Tipping bolts now has a stack make limit of 20 to be consistent with tipping arrows and darts. Added reward icons to the Everything is Steel Orsome achievements. Added a leveling benefit filter to the woodcutting and fletching skill guides. The world map boat hire icon has been graphically updated and the facility icon has been added for fletching benches. Wood boxes can now be filled with noted logs in the backpack to facilitate the new fletching upgrading process. Non-elite and cow now drop ghost hunter equipment and cremation on free-to-play and member worlds. Improved feedback when using a beehive without insect repellent. Increased the time a bird nest falls to the floor to 2 minutes, up from 30 seconds. Added eternal magic wood spirits to the drop tables of Edemu, Liverworts, Ripper Dinosaurs, Solak, Nex, Angel of Death, Durzag and Yakumaru, Virago, and Calfied King, in some cases replacing magic logs or stolen spirits. Added primal warhammers, main hand and offhand, to smithing. Fletching knife animation overrides now match the logs in the player's left hand in a default fletching animation. Fixed a bug where the fletching magic logs into shafts or unstrung magic shield bows showed basic logs in the player's hand instead of magic logs. Zygomite care styling with the crystal knife now shows a crystal knife in the player's hand instead of a regular knife. Added a gameplay settings section for skills and fletching. The perfect equilibrium bar buff icon will now turn gray when the player has 0 stacks. The balance by force buff bar icon has been changed to a more thematic icon, as it was previously the Bow of the Last Guardian object. Remove specific skill level cap from the examine of all decorated urns, since they currently function above level 99 when the skills level cap is increased. And that is it for the changes to the woodcutting and fletching fletching skills. Get out there, chop some logs, make some new arrow types, and new bows and crossbows. If you enjoyed the video so far, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet and you'd like to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Anyways, with that said, we're now going to look on over to the patch notes and see what's been changed with today's update. So let's go ahead and check it out. Taking a look at Christmas, they fixed an issue in the quest of Christmas Reunion that was reverting the workbench building spots to a version without a build option. The Christmas Pudding Amulet can now be keepsake. Sleds can now be obtained and equipped within the Christmas Village. The Ice Amulet can now be used to summon a snow imp within the Christmas Village. Fixed an issue that was causing the Black Christmas Scythe to appear as a normal Christmas Scythe when overriding familiars or legendary pets using the Spirit of Harvest. Added a spam filter to Spencer's shouts in Berthorpe and reduced the frequency of his shouts. Snowboard Yeti can now be used to perform tricks when equipped. Fixed an issue causing candy canes in the Grand Exchange to have the examine interaction with no examine output. Unlock hints for rewards available from the 2023 Christmas presents have been updated to reflect their availability for the 2024 Christmas present. And the Advent calendar on interface will no longer have the opt for button on mobile devices. Moving on over to some general changes, they refilled the Prifddinas waterfall. The system in which Klusko Slider Puzzles muddled up its puzzles has been made consistent with how old school RuneScape clues work. This change reduces the numbers of steps needed to complete a puzzle drastically. And lastly, a calendar entry has been created in-game for the Shooting Star refresh from Monday 16th December to Sunday the 22nd December 2024. This entry offers players a teleport to Wizard Rosalina to start the new updated distraction and diversion. Anyways, that is it for your patch notes. Links to everything discussed in the description down below. Go on over there, check it out if you wish to do so. If you missed last week's video, it'll be on screen now. Looking forward to seeing you there, and if not, I'll see you with the next RuneScape news coverage video. Till then, I am out. Aloha.